Well, Charlie came because that would be a start. And it was really because I had thought about the idea of a pilgrimage already. It was in my mind. Um, I'm an older man now, and I wanted to sort of do what I think elders used to do in other cultures, older cultures, which was like, okay, stop, have a look at what all that was about, as a way of, the way I put it was gathering the pieces of my soul, gathering the parts that I'd left along the way, going back to the places that had shaped me, uh, in order to gather them together and bring it into the next place of my life.
Mm.
I mean, the notion of a pilgrimage is to go to a holy place, but I think the essential holy place is your own self. And so the treasure that you find is really yourself. That was my thought. So it seemed like a really good idea to find a map for the journey. But like all true mind maps, it's not really a map the way you would think of it. It doesn't tell you go from here to here, because you make the way as you go. That's for sure. But I think what it did for me was got me to start thinking about what it was in the early stages of my own life that stirred me or called me or impelled me. And I got it. I saw it. And it had something to do, this is my term, um, the infinite place. Now, I'll try to describe that a little bit. I used to, when I was a little boy, I'm from Belfast in Ireland, and behind our house outside of Belfast was Black Mountain. And we all used to walk up there, and I would go up there, and this is really the experience I'm talking about, lie in the heather. As a young boy, I'm talking 7, 8, 9, and knew that I was being held. Had a sense that my own roots were as deep as the roots of the earth. That my identity was as big as this mountain I was on, as big as this earth, as big as this universe. And I could live in that place. And it was a safe place. You know the way, as a little child, you go and find safe places under the stairways or in the wardrobe or under the bed, and you feel like it's your place, and you know who you are. You're safe. And it may not, like you think a dark cubbyhole would not be safe, but that's what it is, a safe place. So through the mind map, I kind of found that safe place again. And for me, it was an infinite place. And so it was like, where could I go and find those portals again? Because there were many of them in my life. And every time I went to that place and lived out of that place, I contributed, I felt, really, in a true way to life. Whenever I didn't, I didn't. I think the mind map, in a very light way, and I think light in the sense of light touch, invites people into probably a rediscovery of that spiritual dimension, but does so by providing an element of good religion. Religion does not have to be co-opted or owned simply by religious institutions. Religion is that basic impulse in all of us. So good religion serves the spiritual living. And I think Stay Inspired and the mind map in particular as a tool is a wonderful gift. And I would say it in that sense of good religion. Who would have thought? Huh?